guys, welcome back to the show. V8 Performance episode like 45 or something. Here's the taco, and well, as far as you guys know about that, last thing we did on it is we tore the main shaft down on the transmission, and since then I've spent about a month or so trying to figure out exactly what that transmission is so I could order a rebuild kit. And the thing about these nv3500s is there's 6 or a dozen different variations, because they made them from the late 80s up to like 2007. So, and they came in a bunch of different trucks. They came in Chevys, Dodge, Isuzu, and some other things, S10s, you know, smaller two-wheel drive trucks, bigger two-wheel drive trucks, 4x4 trucks, and they're known as the nv3500. And then there's also another company, GetReg, that made an HM290, which is like exactly the same. And some rebuild sites, one I can think of is Cobra Transmission. You got to know exactly what year, make, and model your transmission came out of to get the rebuild kit that's correct for the transmission that you got. And the problem with the transmission that I have is I bought it off Craigslist from a guy, don't know anything about it. I don't know what truck it's out of. I just know it's two-wheel drive. Don't know if it's NV. Don't know if it's a GetReg. So instead of buying like 12 different rebuild kits and keep trying them all on there until I find one that fits, I decided that I have to find another transmission. And so I ended up finding one, and it is the same but different. Same but different. And so I know that this one is out of a 92 Chevy S10, which means it's got a little bit taller gears than the pickup truck. Okay, so now I'll pull this transmission back towards the end of the truck a little bit, and I'll show you guys the difference between an nv3500 and GetReg HM290, and I'll talk about that and show you guys some different stuff on these. And yeah, so cut to that. Okay guys, so everything I recorded for this video seemed to file corrupt, so here I am reshooting it, which is okay because I learned a little bit more too. So yeah, I bought a new transmission right here, and you can tell, look at this one and look at that one, that the bell houses are the same. Some of the things I was going to point out, the difference between a nv3500 and a GetReg, which is this, and neither of these are actually nv3500s. They're GetReg HM290s, which stands for Hydromatic 290. And so basically the difference between a GetReg and an NV is the shift rails. A GetReg will have 3 separate rails on the inside, and one and a 4th rail as like where the shifter goes onto it. And so you see this little bolt here, and there, that guides, like locks in on one of these on the ends here and holds these kind of in place. And it's off center. On a NV, it will be directly center with this one there. And then also you'll see there's 3 bearings. This cover keeps 3 bearings, which holds in the 3 shift rails right here. And you can kind of tell that each one is right there. On the back there's 3 bolts, one there, and one here, and one there. And that holds in this like horseshoe piece right here. That's a bearing retainer on the inside, and that holds the main shaft bearing. This being an S10 transmission instead of a Silverado transmission, There was a difference I noticed, and it's that the drive shaft, this would be a slide yoke, I believe is what this is called, and the Silverado one is much too big to fit in there, so I had to spend some extra money and go online and find the S10 one, and this is a 27 spline for I think 1.25 or 1.75 or something like that, and that does fit on there. Boom. All good. Okay. Somebody had asked me about this screw here, that they rounded theirs off. This does not have to come out to take the transmission apart or to take it off your car. It's just like a, flash it out. It's just like a drain plug. I don't know if you get oil in there or if you can take it off and inspect the clutch maybe from there. Okay, the other difference that we have between the S10 and the Silverado is actually the overall length of the whole unit. So from here to here is the same length, but from here to here they're actually different lengths, and this one is approximately 3 inches shorter, which I can kind of visually show you. So you see, I'll put my hand here, and we'll go from about where this thing is here, or the shifter, 1, 2, a little more than 3. And then down here is where the transmission mount is, and that's about 4 fingers from the edge of the bell housing there. Now on this one, at the edge of the bell housing to the transmission mount is way different. 2 hands difference there, and then the same thing from here to the end. You can see it's much shorter, 2 and about a half. Oh, what did I drop? That's about it for the transmission. I got a new one. I'm gonna have to shorten my drive shaft, which we're probably gonna hack that. I got to get a new universal joint so I can fit that new slide joint to my drive shaft. Other news coming up is the engine should be back this week. Okay guys, we'll be getting the motor back any day now, and being able to put it back in the taco. I got some other plans and cool stuff I want to do now to that, since I've been pretty much waiting for it. Got a new interior kind of going together in there. Well, not a new interior, just redoing the dash a little bit, hiding some wires. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this episode or learned anything about transmissions, or you have any more questions about the nv3500 or GetReg 290, you know, I'll try and answer them for you. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and peace out.